Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. So we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the NC State Wolfpack. PA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. NC State will kick it off to get us underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Kentucky offense will take over. First and
10. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. And he's back to throw again on second down. Looking to scramble. Had a lot of time back there. Now throws it to the right. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of a catch, a big gainer.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On the toss play, runner moving left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Kentucky offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And looking for a big play here. Oh, the football comes out. It's a turnover.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Using his legs, it's Smith. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Single back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Now, a fourth down.
NC State looking for a fourth down conversion. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Defense is coming after him. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Big shot caught out of the 20. Oh, and he fumbles.
Well, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
7, NC State. Timeout, NC State.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on a jet sweep. Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Now, fourth down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Kentucky offense will take over. First and 10.
the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to take another shot right here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your NC State Wolfpack will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Tackled quickly after the catch. She'll be short of the marker. NC State comes to the line quickly. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
And the Kentucky offense will take over. First and
10. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Kentucky. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
NC State 0.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your NC State Wolfpack will take over. First and
10. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. The pocket breaking down. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Getting set. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he drops back in the gun, looking for his big tight end. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught quickly. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. Timeout is called to tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The catch is made along the sideline. Good job getting the foot down.
Out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
Receiver makes the grab, and a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch is made down the middle. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Kentucky 21, NC State 7.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
Gain of 3. Brings up second down.
Now it's second down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this third down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He fires this throw and is intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Still alive back there. Can he create something? That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Extending the play now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the handoff, running behind the big right tackle. Will he score here? Touchdown, Wildcats. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Shotgun formation here on third down. Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fights off a defender.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A pop pass on the jet sweep. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
And another ball back. Got it. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Kentucky, 28, NC State.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw yet again. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, The offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that centering guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
The extra point was good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
2nd down play coming up. Defense showing blitz here. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 25. Running right through tacklers. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense recovers, but they're way short of the marker. Ends up killing the drive. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. They'll hand it off. Powering through. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. And he'll loft it to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Looking to throw it deep. And it's intercepted on a desperation throw here.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And here comes the offense back out on the field now. Will hand it off. Powers through the tackle. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
NC State has moved into the red zone. A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
4th down. He's throwing for it. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. At midfield. Inside the 40.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. but the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Kentucky. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Fighting him off. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Empty set now, 5 wide. Looking to throw it on first down. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against